the Beast Podcast.
Yo.
Bully and the Beast Podcast.
Yeah, it's us.
I'm L'Oreal.
It's your boy Wax.
So I looked really cute for y'all yesterday, and then Wax canceled last minute. So now I look shitty, no makeup, and I have on like a t-shirt that you sleep in. So sorry, guys. Blame this guy.
Well, you look around the same like you always do to me.
No, I don't. I had makeup
like, hey.
on, lashes. My lashes was popping.
Yeah, whatever.
And now this.
Listen,
now I look like Wax.
Listen, but all these guys out here who's shooting their shot for you, listen, you doing good out here. Now they get to see you in this way and the other way. Now let's see if they really like you.
I didn't have makeup on last episode either. That's why I was trying to zhuzh it up. And it was you last time too. So I just want to just let y'all know, any problems you have, take up with Wax, because he's been doing all kind of disrespectful shit.
And in my push-ups. I've been doing my push-ups too. So come bring all your problems here.
That's all right. I've been practicing and I've been boxing. And I'm gonna knock your ass
Take
the fuck
that. Wax, wait, put up your leg real quick.
For what?
Pull up your leg real quick.
For what?
Pull it
You
up.
broke your leg?
Oh, me?
What's
Pull
happening?
it up. Don't do that. Pull it
I have
up.
no idea what she's talking about.
What is
For
going
real?
on? I don't like to be in
Me too. I don't like to know what she must
L'Oreal,
know.
This guy
right here.
This guy was racing a pit bull, and what he do? He messed
bit
up
the
his
pit bull?
No, he
I
messed
won.
up his ankle trying to win a race against a pit bull.
I won though.
Did the pit bull know that they was racing?
Definitely know it was
Probably
racing
not.
pit bulls.
No.
It was racing pit bulls. That's what they got out here. I'm out here in Florida. They got all type of crazy. They out here. They race crocodiles, alligators, and pit bulls. And the guy out there had a pit bull at the park, and I was out there training. And he was like, "Yo, you kind of fast. You want to run against my dog?" I said, "I'm down." Took him off. He was standing at the one side, and I won. And then I hurt my ankle.
You ain't never hear of Florida man?
Who's that?
You now, nigga. Bunch of crazy motherfuckers that's from Florida doing a whole bunch of fucking bullshit.
Racing pit bulls, I didn't know it was a thing, and I just tried, and I started getting like addicted to it, and I started beating all people, pit bulls, Labradors, and Great Danes. I started beating people, dogs all around.
So the whole thing, it'd be like Florida man, a Florida man.
I'm gonna insert what which got said in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, perfect. A Florida man. That's what we're calling Wax from now on. Next thing you know, this nigga gonna be eating bath salt and fucking running down the block naked.
No, listen, when I was in Miami, I remember that. When I was playing ball in Miami, they used to have the guy that ate the one of the guys on the bridge.
Yeah, that's it.
I was there. I was there.
So you are Florida man. You are. What the hell is wrong with you?
Nah, I was right around the area when they said it happened. I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy. I was around. That's what bath salt was bad. What happened to bath salt? Where the fuck that shit go?
I think it's so bad. I think like we're gonna see Wax on Instagram fighting a car, some shit. Like
no, you gotta look at it, man. For racing pit bulls is really a thing. Like I think it's like that's why these dudes.
So it's dog fighting, but that doesn't mean it's good.
No, I hurt myself, but it's all good. I'll be back in a couple of seconds.
The pit bull is chasing you, FYI. He's not racing you.
It make it look like he was doing it because I was killing that pit bull because he was going to his owner. So, you know what I'm saying? He's running to his owner and I'm just racing him and I'm killing him. You know what I'm saying?
Does that make you feel good that you can run faster than a dog?
Yes. And I hope other people wish they could run faster. You know how many people got bit by dogs? That's like a neighborhood thing that you do. Everybody know it got a neighborhood dog who bites everybody.
Everybody I know in the hood outruns dogs too. So
with Tim's on.
You get what I'm saying? That shit used to be the word. Now that's something that'll make your heart fucking drop to your motherfucking bottom of your soul. Like you walk in just normal with your friends and shit. Like, yeah, so that just come running after you.
Everybody had those stories.
It's always a gate in front of the dog, but for some reason you feel like it's not and you start running. And the ones that are like really stray on the street is so fucking hungry and scared. Those motherfuckers ain't trying to get you. But when you're a kid, you low key just
everything
like,
gonna get you. Yeah.
Yeah, so have you ever been bit by a dog?
Pit bulls. The Chapmans had the real pit bulls right across, like literally right across the street from me on 18th. And they had Sheba, they had Coco, they had Rambo, And them dogs used to run down the stairs and chased everybody on that block. People jumped up on top of cars. The dogs and biting them in the ass, their legs. Like, we had some real tragic things. I've been running from pit bulls and stuff for years, hopping over fences. You better know how to clear it. So I learned.
So you never got bit before by a dog?
No, my gymnastic class and stuff like that was all running from dogs and cops.
I got bit by a dog when I was younger. A Rottweiler in my face. I still have scars.
Yeah,
but I was so young. The side of my face was like hanging down. This shit ripped my ear in half. Everything.
That's why you look like that.
I look amazing. Thanks. And so we're gonna get into the show. I heard you need a little bit of relationship advice. What's going on over there?
Oh man, I've been listening. I'm just like anybody else, because it's like, if you go through a relationship, the woman gonna have to win at 90% of the time. And anytime you try to get more percent, she's gonna take all that, and she's gonna take more percent back.
So what's going on now? What's the issue? I heard you complaining.
I don't usually complain.
You're not gonna share with us?
Me complaining because what she did? She said that she put something on Instagram. She never said it though. T Diddy. Oh, about her not in the feed me. Okay, yeah. We have a problem because we have like I make her feel good, I make her feel loved, and I get to eat, my clothes get washed. It's like a regular relationship. And again, as soon as a man try to come back a little bit and try to, get some type of say so and get a little bit of percentage, man, girl gonna try to snatch it back. She's like, oh, now you're not gonna eat, and that's something I can't afford you to do, play on my food.
So she's using food against you.
Oh, she'll use food against me in 2 seconds. She know that's the way to my heart. That's the way to my soul. That's the way to my everything.
If you make her mad, she starves you?
She's not going to feed me. I got to go to this grocery. I got to go to the pizza shop. I go to this place called Peach Valley. They already know. I call them up like, yo. They're like, oh, it's Wax. I'm like, yo, just give me the usual. You know what I'm saying? I get the shrimp and grits and chicken and waffles with this French toast. Is really good. So
she's not feeding you at all anymore?
No, we good. It just lasts a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta sit there and be like, hey, baby, I'm sorry if I wasn't thinking. Like, you gotta, as a man, you gotta just lose.
But what was the last thing you did wrong?
Last thing I did wrong was,
you never did.
I drove. No, I drove when I wasn't supposed to drive. The doctor said I wasn't supposed to drive, and I took the car anyway.
Oh, because you was chasing the pit bulls.
I was chasing the pit bull and I hurt my leg.
How long they say you got to be off your leg?
Just 6 weeks. You can get back on it. Yeah, it's easy.
Okay, show it.
Yeah, you didn't show it to us.
Show what?
Time to unveil the fucking leg, nigga. Oh, you got a cast on.
No, I don't have a cast.
Yes, you do.
It's wrapped up. It's not a cast. I'm icing.
I think the dog won. I don't know what kind of story the fuck you just told us.
And the dog did not bite me.
You lying ass nigga. He gonna try to come lie on the dog and shit because the dog can't speak for itself. That's why you was hiding your fucking foot, dummy.
I wasn't hiding it.
Yes, you was. It's all right. Now let's get into a voicemail.
Yo.
Wax lost. That's all that matters. Let's just see what y'all got going on and see if y'all starving out there. All you got to do is hit us up and leave us a little voicemail that's detailed, telling us what you're going through, what you got going on. We got to give you some advice.
Yes, that number is 347-679-6118.
Okay, so I don't even know where to start with this one. My brother-in-law, his wife just passed away of cancer at 39 years old. Okay. He just went through her phone and found out she was cheating. Now he wants to go and confront the guy because he can't get answers from her no more. But they had 3 children together that are still teenagers, and I don't even know what to say to him. How do you console somebody who, 1, lives across the country from us, and 2, is in that type of world of pain?
I'm sorry. What happened?
Wow. The wife died, and she was smashing some other guy, and she's dead. But he got her phone and looked through the text messages of her and the mistress.
Oh, after the fact.
Yeah. So only thing and she's asking, like, what should she say to try to help him, like, I guess.
Take that.
There's nothing.
He wants to confront the guy, though.
Yeah, he want to confront him. So
of course he does.
She want us to give her something good to say to help him. So I say, only ask, is those kids mine? That's all you can ask the guy. Don't ask nothing else because you already got the text messages.
How old are these kids?
They teenagers. So how long have y'all been fucking? Okay, that's
his kids. Because if they wasn't, that would have been up in there too. Like, he don't need to think them kids is his. Like, she probably just started cheating not too long ago.
Hopefully, but hopefully not though. Why would she?
Man, I've been in a situation, man, similar. Like, I ain't had no kids and nothing like that. But when my ex passed away, and we obviously wasn't ex at the time, but when he passed away, I found out all kind of stuff. Like, he had a baby on the way, and the family hid it from me, and like, then they start questioning me, and like, well, what was y'all relationship? And I'm like, damn, y'all know me, seen me for the past 4 years. We've been together, and it's like, you know, okay, we were young, so yeah, he could have been doing whatever he was doing. I might have did some things that wasn't necessarily within the relationship, but it was hard. That's probably one of the, I think I still deal with it, and the fuck happened to me when I was in my early 20s. Like, I think a big part of the problem is because you do have that oh my God. MisUSE just scared the fucking shit out of me, bro.
Yo, I thought she had two heads. I said,
I did not know what the fuck. Hey, MisUSE. I didn't know what was going on. That shit just jumped out my heart. I was like, wait.
My brother MisUSE.
Y'all some psychopaths. Nah, but for real, because it's something that you're never going to get the answers to anything that you're looking for. The person that you really want to question is gone. Then you go into the next person is going to do what? But make things worse. Then it's like you get to a point where it's so fucked up because it's like you're mourning somebody's loss, but then you start, I don't want to use the word hate, but you do. You start to kind of feel like a little bit of hate from the lying and the deceitfulness.
Exactly. Like, I forgot that you said that your ex passed away. Because I was thinking if I found out some shit and he died, I would just be mad because I couldn't kill him myself. Honestly, like,
no, you be mad, but you're still like, I'm like, to this day.
I feel like that.
I mean, you think you're gonna feel that way, but I was so hurt from, like, he died in a car accident and he was young. Like, it's not like he was in the streets and we thought that it was nothing like that. And he wasn't even, I would have never in a trillion years thought that something like that would happen. Especially not to him, like just everything. So I feel like, I don't know, me, to this day, I think I'm still hurt over the situation. Maybe I need to take my ass to therapy or something. But I do feel like that's one of the most difficult situations I've ever been in my entire life. Because a side of you is mourning and you're sad and you're hurt that whoever is gone, but then you can't believe this person did XYZ to you. And don't make it that other people know, because now other people know. Now you knew you was making me look stupid. I couldn't even look at the picture of him for a long time.
Did you get anybody? Did you go after any of the girls that they said they was pregnant, or you thought that he was messing with you? Did you talk to any of them?
No, and I wanted to at some points, but it was something in me, like, I still had to pray and just talk to God and try to walk through it. And it was like, what is that going to do for you? Plus, the girl was pregnant. Like, what is that going to do for you? Like, it happened. He's gone. You can't change it. And then it was just whack how, like, people were in the middle of the situation. Since we were young, like I said, instead of them trying to, like, comfort the thing, they were, like, more so instigating the situation. That shit was hard.
Everybody need drama and something to talk about. You know how it is.
Yeah, but they not thinking about it like you still going through a whole loss of somebody that you love. Like,
no way.
When somebody hurts you that you love, that's already fucked up. And then you got to deal with the fact that you can't never talk to them about it. Like, you ever get in an argument and you don't speak to the person for like 2 days, you know that feeling you got? Like, damn, I got to get this off my chest. Imagine feeling like that for the rest of your life.
Ouch.
Like, I went to call the nigga and still, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, and then it's like, who else do you talk to? Nobody talk to. You want beef with the girl and what, fight her? And then what? He's gone. So what you doing?
So, bruh, she's basically saying, you ain't gonna get nothing out of that, bro. Don't go contact that man. It's over. She died. Just get out the way.
Then what?
But unless you don't know if them kids is yours, you got to be like, how long have y'all been messing? She be like, the last 20 years. And I got teenagers.
Those your kids. You've been with them kids.
Why does it matter? Like, you know, like I understand the hurt of it, but you go, if he finds out that they're not his, just completely disown them.
I don't want you to get that man that choice.
They teenagers. He done fucking raised these kids. It's not gonna happen that way. Like Jesus. I can't even be around a kid longer than a couple, whatever, and then not get attached to the child.
Yeah. No,
you know what I mean?
So, all the time.
And you raising a motherfucker from baby to this, like that's your kids. Like I don't give a fuck what happened and what the wife did. Like now it's different. If the man was to come out and be like, yo, I'm gonna be real, I think those might be my kids. I want to be in their life. Don't make it worse. These kids done lost their mother. Now you about to make them lose their father because
too? That's really dangerous.
I mean, the only thing he could do is talk to God. There's nobody else to talk to.
You get strength enough just to move on and love your kids, and you know.
Don't think it's gonna be easy. Don't try to get revenge. Don't try to, you get what I'm saying? And then some people try to take things out on others. So you'll be like, well, since this person lied to me, I'm gonna make sure the next motherfucker ain't never gonna get a chance to lie to me.
Well,
you know what I mean?
We did learn something here. If you think you sick, you got COVID or something, burn your phone. Just burn your phone so nobody can see your phone. That's what I think you should do.
Why would you go through her phone?
She should have burned it. It's kind of her fault though.
No, but it's like she's gone. Don't go through her phone. Like,
come on, you know everybody going through everything. They're looking under the bed. They say where you stash your money.
For what? Why would you want to hurt yourself more? I don't understand. Now that I don't understand.
People nasty.
She's gone already.
Where she hide her sex toys? They looking all around for that. You know what I'm saying? They try to really figure you out. That's how you can figure somebody out. Look in their bathroom, look in their fucking
you ever lost somebody you was really close to?
Yeah, plenty.
That shit is crazy. Like to lose your best friend and somebody like it's a crazy thing. I can't imagine losing my best friend and somebody really close to me. And I'm like, let me go in their phone and see if they was talking to somebody. Like that shit. And I get it because when somebody passed away, you want to be as close to however you could keep them. So I get it, but this ain't the way, bro.
I don't even like going to funerals.
Were you in like high school still?
No, we had graduated. I think he was 20. I might have been 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hard though.
Not nigga. The worst thing that I ever went. I don't even think I was 21. Am I tripping? 20 and 21. Yep, 20 and 21.
So there was some experience for you, brother.
No, that shit was the worst thing that's ever happened in my life. And when I tell you, like, I promise you, and I'm nowhere near 21 now, but like, even the other day, like some shit happened or whatever, and the shit brought me right back to the moment. So it's like some things is hard to get over, and some people get over things easier than others. I'm not gonna say everybody's the same, but to go looking for more trouble is not the answer. Nah. You need to tell him to let whatever they had go rest with her, and to focus on them kids and how he can get better, and motivate those kids to be the best they can be. That's all he can do. He has to be unselfish right now and focus on them children. That's and put all your energy and your hurt and your pain and your whatever, put that into them.
Yes. And still let them eat some ice cream with them to get their DNA, so you can at least still find out if the baby did yours or not.
What's that gonna do, Wax?
I know, fuck them up a little bit more, but take the knife. Yeah,
take the knife and stab it 10 more times in your chest. Why don't you? Why once? You can have 75 stab wounds. Like, nah.
I just know, just something to thinking about in the back of the mind. They might be like, one of them might, take something from you or break your guitar or something like that. You'd be like, you know what? This motherfucking kid might not be mine.
So can a person only love one person at one time? We've talked about stuff like this before, but like, do you think she couldn't have been completely in love with her husband and then maybe fell in love with somebody else?
I believe you could be, believe you could love multiple. I don't think you could be in love with multiple. It's a different thing. You could love a lot of people, but to be actually in love with somebody is like, I think that's like a secret thing. You know what I'm saying?
But would you go through your dead spouse's phone?
I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I could be that retarded guy. I could be the one that, you know what, that probably give me reason to be like, damn, this other chick wanted me to smash or some type of shit. So damn, she did anyway. That probably helped me justify me smashing anybody else, because I'd be like, yo, if we marry and we together, I'm not supposed to be fucking nobody else, right? This is my soulmate. You know what I'm saying? But if I see something that she was doing, that helped me out in my brain, like, okay, it's okay that I was fucking this other person.
You're never gonna think it's okay, because like I said, you can't get any answers, and that's what the main problem is. When you get in an argument or you whatever, you always want to get your point across or get some kind of answers. Like that's the whole thing. And if you can't
for
do
girls,
either,
I don't even care.
if you didn't care, you wouldn't win on the phone.
You're right. I just want to be knowing. That's what I'm saying. That's just retarded of me. It'd be things that I go looking at and I didn't even care. I'm like, why didn't you tell me? Because I really don't.
Nigga, that's how I am. But the more I think about it, the more it bothers me, and I'd be like, I think I should be bothered by this.
Now, should I be bothered by this? Because you're trying to hide it. Is it more than what it is? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Like I have the issue that I deal with now that I'm single and I like date or whatever. Like if I don't like to tell my friends if I'm dating somebody, because if they know who the person is and like say the person is seen out with a woman or something, they're sending me the articles and the pictures and I'm like, why are you doing that? Like I'm dating this man, but he's not my boyfriend. We're not in a relationship. Like, are you sending him pictures of me with other motherfuckers? Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and that's why I feel like sometimes it's like you got to keep people out your business, because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like my friends is like, oh, let's see this bitch be upset. Like, maybe they're just looking out. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, I'm dating a person. I never said that this person was my boyfriend. So stop doing things to make me mad.
Dating like boyfriends though these days, right?
We talked about this. Like talking and dating is equivalent. It's the same thing. Like I don't, just because I go out with you a couple times, why do I have to be in a committed relationship with you?
Because talking means we're not kissing, we're not having sex.
That's not true. Why?
I thought dating. So I say dating is kissing.
Dating, I'm dating somebody. Like I could be fucking the person I'm dating,
Jesus.
But like I'm not in a relationship with that person.
I need to learn all these fucking keys y'all got now, because y'all got a lot of keys. Before it was like,
so you think just because you have sex with somebody, y'all gotta automatically be in a relationship?
Hopefully that you ain't just giving that hole to just anybody. That's a secret place.
Well, it's not just anybody. It's somebody that I'm potentially going to make my boyfriend. So and I have to test the waters out.
Man, hey, just that one time, and that's it.
No.
How many times you gonna test the water? You know the temperature.
Until I'm comfortable and feel like, okay, I want to be in a relationship and I want to be committed. Like, I'm not about to dive into something that's extremely serious that I'm like, all right, we're exclusive, just me and you type shit. If that's not how I'm feeling in my mind, like, I might still want to chill for a little bit. A relationship is work, my nigga. Like, that shit is a job.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't working on it yet. I ain't start working on it. Like, it's everything I do, I want to do. Like it's really, if I start wanting to work on it, it's gonna feel like a job to me, and it's gonna feel corny to me. And that's anything in my life.
It is, but in the beginning, it's like that. It don't feel like a job.
Blessings. Yeah,
but God eventually, when that baby come, it's gonna have to be, you're gonna do this, I'm doing that. That's how it is. That becomes serious. Like
listen, I did that already. See what I'm saying? But I'm looking at this one right here as I can't wait to this, because it's like the experience. I can't wait for the experience.
That's great. That means you're ready. But you obviously wasn't ready before, because look at what happened. You got a whole new girlfriend.
Respect. Hey.
So that's what I mean. I just want to be a little bit more sure before I jump into something as serious as, all right, let's have a kid since we've been chilling together. Like, nah. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need some time. Cause like, shit, I was with a nigga for fucking 3 years before he did some grimy, dirty shit to me. Yeah. I was with a nigga for 2 years before he put his hands on me. Like, I ain't see that shit.
Mm-hmm. You take that. It's the same thing of just like, this is like no shade, right? I'm just saying, like, for me, it's moving in with a guy. Like, I like my space and everything. Like, it's just it's timing. Like, I'm not moving in with my guy for at least another 2 years.
And let me tell you something. When you move in together, that's a whole nother relationship, because that's not the same relationship as when y'all was living in separate places. And you find a lot about a nigga when you live under the same roof.
1,000,000%. But I lived and dealt with different girls, and it never had the same feeling. You say 2 years, but if you and your man click like this, it would just happen. I ain't want to live with nobody. I always had another spot. I promise you.
But he's always over all the time and stuff like that. But at the same time, I just know a year doesn't make it. Like, I don't know. I just know this time.
I get what you're saying. We still like,
a motherfucker can trick you for 50 years, nigga. Yeah. Like, it don't, like, that's it. It's like when the true colors come out, bro, it's like they shine through.
Yeah, you said, listen, they already got 50 teenage kids, and he just finding out after she's dead. So look how long that's been.
That's what I'm saying. Look at even some people have kids with somebody, and they don't find out until after they have disagreements with the child that, oh, nah, we should have talked about religion first. We should have talked about schooling first. And now I hate this bitch. And we got like, this happens every day. You know what I mean? So my precautions are nowadays that I'm just single. I want to live how I want to live. I don't want nobody taking no pictures of me, sending it to another motherfucker like, look, she's out with this nigga. I can be out with who I want because I'm single.
Be safe.
The end. Yeah, you protect yourself, make sure you good, and that's all that matters. Like, but it is a little, like I said, it's confusing, but more so for other people. Because it's like, yo, stay out of my business. So now that's what makes you not want to confide in your friends. And then it brings me back to where I was before. Like how I lied and act like I wasn't still in my relationship. Because sometimes you just don't want motherfuckers in your business.
Yeah.
It's always shit. It be people closer to you that be trying to put monkey wrenches and shit. And sometimes they be right. You know what I mean? Sometimes they be right. But sometimes I'm not even looking for nothing serious. So mind your business. Like, and that's really how I feel. I'm talking to my friends that's listening and has sent me pictures of anybody that whatever. Mind your business. I don't give a fuck. Like, let me check my niggas. Yeah, like whatever
you think
way I
want.
Trying
to do it? You think they trying to do it to hurt your feelings, or you think they trying to do it to look you out? Because
here's my thing. I had the same conversation with them. Like, and it's like if I'm making it clear to you, like that's why I don't like telling people my business. Like if I'm talking to my friends, I just go, I'm about to go here. Like, because, and I'm not talking about all of them, but I'm talking about certain particular ones. And it's like, it's not that you feel like they doing it on purpose to hurt your feelings or something like that. But then after a while, it's going to start to feel like, well, bitch, what reaction are you trying to get out of me? Because I already told you that I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So I think it's more so that, like, just putting your foot down. Like, I don't know if you being messy or what you being, but, like, stop checking for my niggas.
Yeah.
Period. Now, if I'm telling you, like, oh, I don't know, I got to watch this nigga, da-da-da, that's something different. You know what I mean? Or, like, if I'm sitting here like, oh, I'm all in love and he's faithful, and then you see this nigga walking down the street with fucking Miss Instagram, then that's different. Yeah. But if I'm saying I'm talking to different guys, I'm dating or whatever the case, leave me the fuck alone. Well, whoever I'm talking to. But let's move on. Yeah. So I definitely don't think that he should reach out to the guy is the moral of the story. People gonna do what they want to do. We can sit here and be like, it's the wrong thing. It's gonna get you locked up. It's gonna da-da-da. And then you'll still call. So that's not gonna matter. But I definitely think she should have a conversation with him where she's basically like, okay, let's go through the pros and cons.
Thank you.
You know, you approach this man. What can go from there? What if you do find out more worse stuff? Like,
I've been in your bed. I've been fucking your girl in your bed sometimes. Like, what really do you want to hear after you know that they've been fucking? What's the worst that you can hear? Now it's just detail.
And he might have known about him to make matters worse. Like, where do you think she was going every night? She had a whole family. So it ain't like, so he 9 times out of 10, he knew. So would you want to give him the satisfaction of knowing you know now?
Damn, was she cleaning his house too? You think she ever washed his clothes?
That's the funnier thing. She probably had to do none of that shit for that nigga.
Whoa!
He probably was doing everything for her. There's no way you're going to leave your house of laundry to go to another house of laundry, nigga. Like, she went there because it was stress-free. That nigga probably ain't got no kids. He could smoke weed in his house. He got good liquor. Like, she was over there to let loose. You know what I mean? And
that's why you gotta let your girl let loose and be everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know fucking nothing. Just don't know nothing. That's why I say I don't work on nothing. It's like if I have to work on it, it feel like I'm only there because I want to be there. I only give you a kiss because I want to give you a kiss. I don't feel like if I still have to work on this shit, I don't know. I guess like you said, it's supposed to be like that in the beginning, but a year and a half in with a baby on the way and she's already 7 months is like, all right, let's keep letting time go on, but let God keep blessing it because this is be like it is. I'm down. I'm down.
Well, I also feel like don't go through people's phone. If y'all didn't learn anything else, that's the worst thing. Because when you go looking at somebody's shit, you're gonna find something. Even if they don't got nothing going on, you'll make something out of a harmless text.
It does. I know I do. Like, good morning. Like, hi. What the fuck you say hi for?
You even saying good morning, it's like, damn, you telling bitches good morning? Like,
ooh, you try to die? That's kind of wild.
A good morning text is basically saying, I want to fuck you later.
Ooh, I don't know if it's that hard. But...
I want to fuck you now.
Okay, there you go.
You don't just send good morning text to anybody. I ain't got that much time in the morning. Matter of fact, let me send somebody a good morning text right now because they in LA, so technically it's still morning. No, I'm joking. So let's move on. So we're gonna do an email.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to send an email, be very detailed.
Please.
And let us know what's going on. Ask for whatever y'all need to ask for. We're gonna give y'all some advice. So if you want to leave an email, all you got to do is hit us up at
thebullyingthebeast@gmail.com. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
They said this is long as fuck. It's actually not the longest email we've gotten. It's not that bad. 2 paragraphs. Okay. I love how y'all discuss the fuckery. Starting off there.
Thank you.
At my previous job, I switched from the night shift to the day shift, mainly to get away from the manager I was fucking with because he was married and toxic as hell. Prior to that situation, I vowed not to fuck with no one I worked with, very good, and called myself getting back to it after I canceled his ass. Fast forward to day shift. I messed up again and got in tune with the single old head that's on my ass for months before I even consider him. He was single and glorified the fact that he planned to die that way. I wasn't looking for nothing serious, and he'd shown he hadn't fucked with anyone at the job, so I went along with it. What's up with you, man?
Yeah, equal opportunities at the job. We got them out there.
And there's an old head. It's like you just like out for anything now.
Yeah, let me get mine. She's trying to get hers and keep it moving.
Okay. Well, here we are a year and a half later. I thought that in addition to us fucking around, we become fairly good friends. Some nights we sit up and talk about our problems without fucking. He'll do things to make sure I'm straight. I do the same for him. I rub this nigga feet. I fucking hate feet. Sometimes we go out to eat, go on fishing trips. Yeah, that's some old man shit.
That's old head.
And recently,
I'm like, that's
played pinochle. No, she ain't say that.
Okay, can I go?
And recently, he said he wanted to go to a cabin with me for my birthday. He's gonna kill you.
Dexter.
Yeah, exactly. A few weeks ago, he told me one of my homegirls I'm still cool with from the job, I no longer work there, had come at him, and he said that he wasn't interested.
Peace.
I joked about it, and that was about it.
For you.
Mind you, I still hang with this bitch. She said her.
Yeah.
Mind you, I still hang with her. I do her hair. And she felt comfortable confiding in me once he began coming at her heavily. No one ever knew he and I had been dealing with each other. So I guess this is why you do tell your friends about certain people. So maybe I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Mm-hmm. He and I have been dealing with each other, which is fine. So she had no idea. I brung it to him, and he still says he's not interested and made it seem one-sided. When she began telling me more about it, everything was so reminiscent of how he used to come at me.
Early.
They work in the same department. She has a boyfriend she lives with, and they share locations because she don't trust her nigga, but she the one that don't need to be trusted.
Early.
Anyway, but she love his ass. The old head apparently had been interested in her prior to knowing me. So he says to her, which means she knows you fuck with him. Because why would he have to tell her that? So you're not using your brain. She already knew you was fucking with him. She didn't want to know. She just wanted to get
She
already knew you was fucking with him. You didn't know she knew. Because why would you even be a factor?
Somebody know.
I have an issue because when I told him I knew what was going on, he called the conversation immature. But now he's upset and saying I'm in denial because here it is 2 weeks later and I won't fuck with him after he started fucking with her. And he also claims if he knew I was going to leave him alone, he wouldn't have done it.
Sound about right.
I don't have feelings for him, but I think that's some messy shit. Foul. And I valued him as a friend, so it fucked me up. A nigga ain't never your friend, sis.
Listen, she rubbed his feet. That's the only reason why she mad.
That's all. Because she wrote it in caps. That was the only thing she wrote in caps in the whole entire email.
I knew it.
Okay, I don't have feelings for him, but I think that's messy. I think that messy shit is foul. Please. I valued him as a friend, so fuck me up. So he disregarded my feelings, and hearing how he whined and dined bitches, fucking bitches raw, and talking about getting bitches pregnant, naming babies, means that we're at a point of no return. I knew he did what he did, but I ain't have these bitches telling me details. Jeez. I don't even want to hang with her at this point because I don't want to hear this shit. And if she keeps talking about it to me, I'm going to tell her about he and I. At this point, although, it's too late. Am I tripping for not fucking with him, y'all? Low key, my feelings are hurt.
Nah, he's a as we call it, a dirty dick nigga. If I'm talking to you as me and my sister right now, you might come to me as my niece. I'm like, why would you go out here? You know he's smashing other people, especially raw. Do you want to go behind these girls? Because at the end of the day, you know they fucking somebody else too. So how many people?
She got a whole boyfriend.
And the other girl got a whole boyfriend. So why would you even put yourself into that? Why don't you find somebody that actually want to be probably not in a relationship? Like you don't want a relationship, but you know at least y'all exclusive to each other in that sexual part, because I think that's really nasty, yo.
The fucked up part is now you seem grimy because the bitch basically told you she fucked with him and you just sitting there quiet knowing that that's your whole nigga.
You're the grimy one now.
But you let a nigga get into your head thinking like, let's just keep this between us. Why the fuck you think he told you that?
Duh.
Like, yeah, he told you let's keep it between us so he could fuck everybody else that you know, people around you and whatever else. If a nigga is telling you to keep something between y'all, run for the fucking border, bitch. Like, don't like, yes, no. Ain't no between us.
Me and Carla hit it for a while though.
Cause you had other shit going on.
No, at the end, like when we first started, I was falling back, but yeah, I guess I had things going on, but
exactly. And then it's like when you're in that gray area in the beginning, it's like you're not sure if you're gonna take this person serious. You don't want to get rid of your old faithfuls and shit. Yeah, so it's just like that's why at some point you got to just cut everybody out. Yeah, you shouldn't even have no old faithfuls, and it shouldn't just be for a relationship either. Like. Yeah. I feel like sometimes you just got to cleanse your people around you, period. Like, if you got these hanger-oners and you're never going to be serious with them, what the fuck are you doing with these people?
Yeah. You're not benefiting from these people. Everybody around you should be able to benefit from each other. Just don't misuse me. I want you to use me. Don't misuse me, but I don't want to be useless. Don't be useless out here. That's the worst. But use me. I want you to use me. I want to be useless.
You are useless.
I am not useless. I want to be used, but just don't misuse me.
I can feel that. I definitely feel like people hold on to shit that they know they shouldn't. She knew that she should have got away from this nigga. Or stop lying to yourself and let the nigga know you really liked him. And you also panned out to him like you didn't want nothing serious. So for him to be fucking your friend, what are you mad for?
Exactly.
You don't want nothing serious.
Yeah, smart, tough guy. And I don't like when the girls actually do that either. They be like, I don't want to do this. And it always changes. Like, never, ever there was a girl that even my guys and them dealt with, like a girl ever really like, we gonna start out, this is my fuck buddy, that's my fuck buddy. And they see this girl with this guy with somebody else, they wild the fuck out. Why
niggas do that shit too. Like a nigga would be like, I don't want nothing serious, and then you'll fuck with the nigga, and next thing you know, he's like acting like you belong to him. And it's like, I don't belong to you, bro. Like it just was what it was, or we taking it slow, or whatever the case. But like this pussy don't belong to you just because I let you fuck. Like
take that. I went to a party one time and I danced with this guy. He was following me the whole night, like to the point.
How nasty was you? How nasty was you dancing with him?
It was a simple grind. It wasn't even like nothing crazy. He even
was it a slow grind, a dunty wine? What kind of
type of fucking grind?
Yo, it doesn't even matter though. I don't even know you from a can of paint, sir. Like
what you doing dancing nasty with him? That's what we trying to say. You don't even know him from a can of paint.
At a party.
Wax is a dance. She could just dance. That's fine.
But look, he tried to cock block. I was talking to some other guy. He comes up like, hey, like what's up with nigga?
That's my dance. I ain't finished our dance.
Just from one dance and you didn't even notice, man?
Yes.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
It wasn't even a long dance because couldn't even dance like that.
So what?
But if a woman does that, she's crazy. But if a man does some shit like that, you supposed to feel happy and chose? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, he's crazy.
He was.
but listen, I tried to dance, right? And I tried to do a hammer dance.
Oh, I gotta see this shit. Let's see the movie.
Only because I used to like this girl way back in the day, baby. Way back in the day, right? And I was like, I'm gonna learn how to dance because she liked the guys who dance. And the hammer was out. So I put the hammer pants on. I started dancing. Listen, yo, I did all the hammer shit, yo. And she ain't like this shit. That's why I never danced again.
I just don't understand why she wasn't honest with her friend. Especially when she started saying that she was fucking with him. Or that he was even trying to holler at her. I mean, granted, that's probably embarrassing because it's like, damn, like that's supposed to be my nigga and he's trying to holler at my homegirl. But I think like what's more embarrassing? The fact that now she's fucking with him and now you look like the side bitch that gotta stay quiet.
Exactly. Or you start fucking with him after she was fucking with him. Like, what the fuck is that?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Like, and I get, like I said, I get sometimes you want to keep your business to yourself, but in this instance, you should have said something. Like, how the fuck you just sitting there? Yeah, you just sitting there combing her hair while the bitch is telling you about sucking your nigga dick. Like,
you probably want to stab her in her fucking head.
I'm trying to think of something like that ever. I feel like something similar may have happened to me when I was really young, where like, I'm trying to think. I feel like I've been here, and whether I was the person or one way or another, I feel like I've definitely been here. I can't put my finger on it right now, but like, if you the friend, if you the bitch getting your hair done, you are looking at that bitch like, bitch, the whole time you were just sitting there listening to the stories, plotting and scheming. Damn. But the whole reality is like, that was her nigga first, and you trifling, friend, because you got a whole boyfriend and you fucking with some random old head at the construction site. Like, what are y'all all doing? Like, what is this nigga? What dick of gold does this fucking old head have?
Yeah, he got game. He probably giving them lunch. Listen, jobs like that, only thing you gotta do is make sure you can take care of girls' lunch, and she take that out of her budget every week.
And he probably worked there so he could fuck young girls.
That's his thing. He's like the milk guy and the cable man. What do you think they got the cable job for? They can do anything else. The cable so I can go in the house when the guy's at work and go smash the wives.
Definitely don't take this nigga serious. Like, you need to move on. Clearly, he's a repeated offender, and this is what he does. Something in you is telling you not to take this nigga serious, so keep that same stride. Yeah. Don't say, so now you won't look like the side bitch, and then just let her live and be happy with the old head, but now you a lying-ass nigga, too. So don't think that this is going to be your friend if she finds out that y'all been fucking around, and he will tell her, or someone will eventually.
Yeah. Right after Thanksgiving, whenever y'all have a great heightened moment, they gonna look at each other in the eyes like, you have anything to tell me? And be like, you know that
she gonna go through his phone. It's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be the same situation as the other.
Erase everything.
It's gonna be something, or maybe one will be at the house, another one pops up. Like, there's no way that you get what I'm saying? Like, you know the truth already.
Stop smashing everything raw, bro.
But what you think she know? Because if you know all this shit that she don't know about, what you think that girl know that you don't know about? She probably know you fucking him.
She probably know that and waiting for you to say it and probably killing you every day. Like, I keep talking about him. Like, I keep talking about you. She ain't never say nothing.
Yeah, she calling her friends like, this grimy ass bitch sitting here doing my hair. Yep. I'm telling her about the nigga and she ain't saying shit.
She ain't saying shit, being dumbass.
That is trifling now.
It is. But like you said, some girls want to sit there and like be like, I don't want everybody in my business. All right, sucks to be you today.
But this a little different.
Your closest people that you see every day, you should at least let them know, listen, I was peeing in the corner over there.
Especially if you know what type time this nigga on. Like, clearly he was flirting with you and trying to get you the whole time. Now that another fresh young tender is coming up in there, what the fuck you think he gonna do?
You ain't gonna be the last. You ain't the first. This nigga gonna
Is y'all one of many's?
Yes.
Because there's many more. And there's a reason why he works at this job. Because he knows that he could fuck these young fucking girls for a sandwich.
He probably, yes, for a sandwich, a Butterfinger, a Black and Mild too. You got.
Didn't she say that? She was like, "Oh, we go to eat fish and shrimps," and that's the crazier thing. But he just cooking the fish that you caught, so he making you work for your meal. This ain't even like.
This guy is a fucking pimp, nigga. I like this guy.
Yeah, I hate this nigga. Like, he's fucking taking advantage of the youth.
Yes, he is. I'm sorry, I don't like this guy, but I see what he's doing. You fucking piece of shit. Like, what are you doing? But I want these girls to like. Listen to segments like this so we can like tell you before you go into these dudes, because all dudes going to try to fake you to try to get pussy though. So I don't want nobody to feel like these guys are going to tell you the truth. Our first time we smashed, we're probably lying. Probably 90 million.
Probably the first 100 times. It's not until the nigga gets caught slipping and forgets his lies that you're going to find out who the fuck he is. And one thing too, how the fuck you know all this shit? Like, I forgot she said this. That he's whining and dining bitches, fucking bitches raw, talking about getting them pregnant and naming babies. You went through his phone already.
No, I know, but the thing is, the girl be saying it. Like, he be talking to my ear, talking about babies. That girl is just, while she doing her hair, she's rambling. So I kind of think that she do know something because she like.
But she says bitches. She say fucking this bitch raw. Da 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 da. She knows it's more than just this bitch.
Yeah, because girls always do plural. Like if my shorty see one text message, this nigga got text messages in his phone. Like one text is not texts.
Multiple texts from the same person is text messages.
Nah, I don't do this.
It wasn't just one.
No, don't do this.
Exactly. That's text messages. Like, oh my God, my ex used to do that and it make me want to find him and punch him in the face right now. The nigga used to do things. I'll be like, yeah, I'll exaggerate and be like, yeah, because you got 10 bitches. And then they go be like, it's not 10, it's 3. Like he would do some shit like that. Like, you caught me cheating on you with 2 bitches. Wow, you act like it's 10. And it's like, I hate this guy. I wish I could kill him and get away with it. Like, it's just like, it was not 10. It was 2. Okay. What was I thinking?
Though. It was a big difference.
No difference, nigga. 1 is bad.
No, all right, but listen, don't give me the same ass whooping if it was 100. If it was 1. Give me the ass whooping for 1. Don't give me the ass whooping for
1. It get you killed just like 100. 100 is obviously 10 times worse, but 1 is like, oh, so it was only 1 bitch? Like, so you was in love. That's my thing. So you was in love with this bitch.
Wax, have that same energy, because the same thing you'll be saying in the car did that. So stop.
No, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be fucked up, but I'll just get out the way. You know what I'm saying? I just, nothing you can sit there and do. You gotta take the pain. Back, you gotta take it like a G. Can't be out here crying and trying to knock the windows in and going to jail and all the stupid ass shit. Like, you gotta take it like a G, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully my karma don't come back.
No one takes getting cheated on like a G.
I hopefully, God bless me, man. I pray for strength every day for stuff like that. So I got
niggas be the main ones. They go crazy. You can't even say hi to a nigga back, and they be like, "Oh my God!"
I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, if y'all don't have a guy who's crazy about you like that, that's a problem. These guys, if he really, really love you, he's going to put you in the garage. And when it's storm and rain, you don't get none of that. Cars that's sitting outside gets that, you know what I'm saying? But if this guy really loves you, he's going to shelter you, he's going to love you, he's going to probably always see him at the car.
Shelter you, and then a lot of niggas, I mean, I'm not saying because there are some good guys, but like shelter and cheating at the same time is
respect.
Like,
no, you got it, and I ain't going to lie. I know him, married and everything. It's just, I got you. So I'm not going to say in that, but they're
it's like, how much are you protecting me if you're slashing my tires in the garage? Since you like to compare shit to cars, nigga.
I take it. Some dude slash
you fucking in my front seat and got the audacity to say you protecting me, and you ain't fucking me. You're fucking someone else in the front seat.
And I get it, but a lot of guys, what they do, they slash their own tires, but they repair it right back. You know what I'm saying? They always make
and then they'll find another bitch.
They take no, I mean, and that's when they wreck the car. That's when you total lost your car, when you go ahead and start falling in love with your side girl. Now
no, but a nigga will switch up a side bitch and just like have another one. Like, so it's like you had an issue with the one bitch, and then a nigga will get a whole nother side bitch. And you're like, why am I beefing with 17 bitches? And it's the one common denominator is this loser. And that's it. Like, once you see a nigga is like this man, like, what you think? He was only going to do this with this one other young girl? You think if she nips it in the bud, he's going to stop? I don't. No, because he's clearly, this is the type time he on.
So it's a wolf right there.
Yeah. So you need to find somebody that better suits your needs and what you need and what you're looking for. He's an old man that told you flat out that I'm going to die single.
He thought that he's weak back. This nigga out there is smashing everything. He's back and strong.
She think her young poom poom was gonna slow him down. No, sis, everybody got a young poom poom, clearly by where you work and shit.
He would have bust him up.
All right, so it is what it is. I think you need to let that go. Find somebody your age. If you want something serious, I don't understand why your feelings is hurt.
Yeah, come on.
Because you said in the beginning you didn't want nothing serious. So what are you doing?
Yeah, you'll be all right, girl.
It's because he not claiming you or saying that he fucks with you?
She want to rub his feet.
Oh, we forgot. That's the only issue. The moral of the story is never rub a nigga's feet unless he's your husband.
Rub my feet, baby.
Now, let's get into this ad.
Listen, I went to my cousin's house and him and his wife was arguing. I asked him what's going on. They're having a problem because he cannot get up. So I told him I got these pills for him, these chewable pills that help improve his performance. And he sat there and told me, like, listen, I really, really need these pills. So I'm like, all right, listen, I'm going to try to hook you up. I want you to go to bluetooth.com and get your first time. I only have to use the promo code BULLY. These pills, it comes straight to your doorstep in discreet package. You ain't got to worry about, like, when you order them, they got, like, titties and nothing on them.
If it's for balls, a dick, why would it have titties?
Because that's something that guys do to arouse themselves, titties. So it's just not going to be, it's going to be in a discreet package. So you ain't got to worry about that.
Wax has titties.
Sometimes, but I've been doing my push-ups. But right now you can sit there and have a day that you and your wife could always remember. After the 9-hour meet, she's going to remember that for a long time.
All right, y'all. Y'all know Blue Chew. It has the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. And word on the street is you could take them any time of day or night, and it could be on an empty stomach, full stomach, anytime, any day for some 9-hour meet. And I know that some of y'all can't get hard out there, so this would be perfect for you.
Yes, like me.
It's also made in the United States of America. It's also prescribed online by licensed physicians.
Yes.
So you don't ever have to go to the doctor or wait in line, and it's cheaper, way cheaper than a pharmacy. They ship it right to you, right, Wax? You know better than me.
They ship it right to your doorstep, and all you have to do, and it comes in a discreet package, like I said earlier. No awkwardness, and you don't have to need to leave it from your house at all. It comes straight to your doorstep. And right now, all you got to do is visit bluetooth.com and get your first shipment free when you use the promo code BULLY and get your, that's all you got to do is have the $5 shipment though. So I always say $2.50 you and your girl, because it's actually for both of y'all. So it's not just.
And I just think pay the $5. I also feel like since this is a special deal exclusive for Bully and the Beast podcast listeners, that, you might as well just go ahead and get your girl a treat and some 9-hour meat.
Why not? And it's also, boost your pride too, so it's actually for both of y'all. She get her pussy, her poom poom taken care of, and you get your pride taken care of, and now y'all can stop arguing. That's mostly what arguments is about.
I think that's what happened with the old head. He took some Blue Chew, and like the young girls couldn't handle the 9-hour meet, so he had to get 2.
I think he's probably one of our listeners.
Me too.
I think because you know what? When them two together, he probably like, yo, listen to this Bully and the Beast. And he probably been getting the fucking Blue Chew all the time. Now she's hooked and she's calling into us. And now we know what it is. We got you, girl. Your guy got Blue Chew. That's why he fucking you good, and he can fuck everybody.
That's right. So make sure you use our promo code BULLY at bluechew.com, BLUECHEW.com, because somebody definitely reached out to me in the DM, and they spelled it like blow chew, and they were like, I can't find it online. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we spell it out. So just in case y'all didn't get that, it's BLUECHEW.com, code word bully. Let's get back into the show.
Yo.
So, okay, we're going to get into the round table starring L'Oreal. Let's talk about the presidential campaign debate. Like, finally, this one was a little bit more listenable. You know, the last one was just a total mess. They definitely prepped Trump a lot because he was very more confined and less like, you know, erratic and stuff like that. And Joe Biden laid his ass out. Yo, Joe Biden killed me when he was like, because you know the one thing that I fucking hate this line, and Donald Trump, some people never heard him say it before, which I don't know how, because he says it like at least 20 times a day, and he says, I've done more for black people. Than any president since Abraham Lincoln. And he's been saying this.
Abraham Lincoln the credit.
Listen, he keeps saying it constantly and constantly. So Joe Biden fixed his ass, and he was like, you know, Abraham Lincoln over here. Bro, when Joe Biden did that, it just took me all the way the fuck out. What do y'all think about the debate? And let's start with Smith, because I want to hear what Smith had to say about, you know, the debate that happened between us.
I think it was surprising how much more civil it was, but I feel like the quotes that took me out was him being like, what you just said as far as, and then him being like, oh, I'm the least racist person in the room.
Yes.
But then on Biden's part, when they were talking about opening up the schools, Biden verbatim was just like, not that many of the teachers are going to die. Like, come on. And I'm like, how are you going to tell teachers that, like, calm down, guys? Like, only a handful of you are going to die. What are you freaking out about? Like,
they said that about the kids when the doctor was on CNN or something, and he was like, well, you know, a couple of kids will die, but they got to go to school. And people were so mad at that doctor. But the fact of the matter is, that's the fact of the matter. And I'm going to tell you why. Because even if we still go out the same route that Trump is going, there's teachers that's going to die because he's doing nothing. You know what I mean?
They should use like robots for that type of stuff. Like having robots go into classrooms and see how much they breathe in that type of toxins or germs or whatever it is. That's what you use robots for, not to try to, you know.
That's exactly what you use robots for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So come on, y'all, smarten up.
I actually just made that up to sound like if I was agreeing with you, but that they don't have human functioning organs, so it wouldn't matter. Like a robot doesn't have a heart and lungs and this and that and the third.
No, but they know how much of the fumes or how much of the germs is going into this robot. They know what's in the air.
Nigga, they don't know shit. There's people that have died from COVID and they still can't figure out exactly what's happening. They don't know what the long-term effect is of this thing. Some people, it affects their liver. Some people, it affects their heart. Like, they don't fucking know shit. And that's why them putting this vaccine out and they're fast tracking these vaccines
Trump fucking people
dangerous.
Up. Yeah,
because
Trump fucking people up. He making it seem like it's all under control. He's like, oh yeah, they're scared of COVID. Yeah, it's COVID. I'm like, if it's really serious, like you saying, what the fuck is he doing?
It's far from under control. First of all, the man. Do y'all see this thing about the 200 and how many kids was it?
It was 500.
Sorry, 500. Kids, yes. 500 kids that are never going to see their parents again. They don't even know who the fuck their parents are. And yesterday, he was like, well, Joe Biden was like, a couple of people are not going to be reunited with their parents. He's like, good. Oh. And I'm like, Trump is crazy, y'all. Like, regardless of how civil he might have seemed at this recent debate, I don't know. Did you change any views on him, Taylor?
Take that. No. Are you talking about for Trump or Biden? Because both of them, I think, honestly, though, I will say, like, because I missed maybe some of the beginning, but when I tuned in, like, maybe 20 minutes in, it seemed like Joe, though, was a lot more aggressive this debate, and he had better responses a little bit. There was a part, though, where, like, Trump, he's an entertainer at the end of the day. At the end of the day, low key, Trump was making me laugh because just the faces he makes and everything else. But
actually, that's the opposite of being presidential.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, he was really acting like a housewife of Atlanta that had their mic on mute, and he was like,
yeah.
making all these stupid faces, pouting his lip.
Serious.
Come on. Melania didn't even want to be close to him. She had a mask on, which they never wear. And just everything about this man. And I will say, I do see that he tried to instill fear into, you know, American people by like bringing up the North Korea stuff. But I do got to say, I commend Joe Biden for like always being on top of what, you know, he had to be. He didn't miss any points. There was like one point where I was like, say this. And then like he would say it and it was good. Mm-hmm. But I also need people to understand. And I think that people don't get this because I've seen some comments on social media. Joe Biden has a speech impediment. Like he's not old and forgetting what he's saying. He stutters. So that's why he stops sometimes. You can even hear him talking through a stutter. He has a speech impediment. So it's not that he's old and can't think of his words. That's not what it is. That's how he talks. Like, and if you've ever listened to him talk before, he's always had this speech impediment. So that's why he takes a little second before he pauses. If you know anybody that stutters, they talk like that as well. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's that on that. And I definitely want to encourage y'all, whoever you're voting for, make sure you get out there. And, you know, the goal we feel like is to get Trump out of office. Yes, but, sure. You know, just vote. Like, make your voice heard one way or another. And hopefully we do get this guy out of here, because if we don't, it's scary to see, you know what is going to happen to us. You know what I mean? And I also do not feel like Trump is racist. I feel like Trump uses racism in his benefit. Like, I feel like that's what it is. I don't feel like he even cares to be racist. I feel like it's all about money. It's a classism thing, and it's not about race. Yes. When they put poor people against each other, it's going to be race that is the factor, because that will put all poor people against each other, because everybody's a race. So it'll be like, all right, well, let's start something where black don't like white or whatever the case. But the real issues here is what was being brought out, but he dances around them. And it is that you do bailouts for the rich. You do everything is to focus around the rich. And Dave Chappelle said it best when he was, and y'all should check out, just in case you haven't, my next guest needs no introduction. Mm-hmm. There was a part on there where they brought back an old Chappelle stand-up, and basically he was saying how he was out there with people and they were like, yeah, we're going for Trump. You know, Trump is for us and da-da-da. And he was like, Trump is not going for you, nigga. He's working, he's fighting for me, the rich nigga. You know what I mean? The nigga, you poor, the poor white trash he don't care about. Yeah. They don't care. Like, they're trying to... Too. Yeah, that's why Joe Biden made clear middle class. They're trying to abolish middle class. It's either going to be you got money or you don't. Period. And most of us are going to end up on the don't got money side. Believe that. Yeah. So, like I said, get out there and vote, y'all. It's voting, early voting right now. Wait in line. Do what you got to do. I did it. You know what I mean? And just
mail-in ballots, whatever you got to do.
Do what you got to do. All right, so let's move on. Also, Trump claimed that the virus, COVID, would go away.
So I was telling you just now, like, yo, this guy is like really out of control. Like, you telling me this, and then he's like, oh, it's like really not a big deal.
Did you hear him say that the wind kills the birds when he was talking about the wind? This nigga is crazy. He was like, yeah, it kills birds. And we're like, wind? Okay. This guy just says anything. Then he started making up numbers like they're going to have to spend trillions of dollars on that. He's like, that's not the budget. It's 50 million. Like
100 trillion.
100 trillion. And he's like, that's not the numbers at all. This nigga was literally up there saying anything. Like, and even the it's so bad that after the debate was over, that the people had to go in and be like, well, you know, Donald Trump spit a bunch of unproven, unwritten facts, like in his own mind.
What's
type
new?
Shit.
What's new? That's
nothing.
What he do, literally.
All right, now 50 Cent very much so disappointed me the other day when he endorsed Donald Trump. So
how he endorse him? What he do?
Well, it was once Joe Biden's tax plan was revealed, and I guess 50 got some news that he felt like he was going to be paying like 62% in taxes or something like that. And he was like, 62%? He's like, I don't want to be 20 cents. That's a very bad idea. I don't like it. So now I guess he's saying he's going to get behind Trump. And That's detrimental, yo. And like I said, 50's thinking about his money. He's not thinking about
at all
police reform. He's not thinking about kids not going back to school because he's rich. So the problems that we have to deal with are not the same problems that 50 Cent is dealing with. He can afford to send his child or have a tutor come to the house and teach his child for the rest of the child's life. The people that we know, everyday people, cannot do that.
No.
You know what I mean? So, and this is all I'm saying. It's not a race thing. It's a class thing. He's rich and wants to stay rich. And I get it. But that doesn't work for our people. Yeah.
Just people stay rich. Yes.
All right. Now, judge drops third-degree murder charge against former officer Derek Chauvin. Now, that's the man that killed George Floyd. Now, when they did even issue him this third-degree murder charge, a few people said that this wasn't going to stick.
Yeah.
Because it was, I feel like somebody told me, like, you could get this charge for, like, driving on the wrong side of the road, all kind of shit. Like, but they are saying that the second-degree murder charge and the second-degree manslaughter charge are still, still there. Like, they're still there. So he was released earlier this month on a $1 million bond. And the judge ruled that he was denied motion to dismiss the charges, the other charges. So that is good news. It's not like it's just all completely thrown out. That was the weakest charge that was against him. So let's just keep pushing forward. But the thing that I did not like that happen is that I feel like they tried to slide this in underneath our noses. Like, they did it the day of the debates and all that stuff. And it was like, oh, by the way, this nigga's not going to be charged for that. And it's like, don't keep taking shit off and think we not going to realize what's going on out here.
They try to shove everything down your throat at one time so we keep it moving.
Exactly. So we got to pay attention, keep our ear to the streets. Also, Tory Lanez, he spoke out on the Meg Thee Stallion shooting. I know y'all have seen this by now.
Yes, what's going on? What y'all think?
Check it out. If not, you got a little clip, T. Diddy?
Of what? Which one I'm talking about?
Tory Lanez. This bitch ain't paying attention.
I just came back from the bathroom.
Well, you was at? I thought you was like did like the background check.
I just on the chat.
No,
I ain't see it.
I ain't see it.
Oh, I don't know why this keeps signing me out. What's the clip you need?
Tory Lanez.
Oh, of him talking shit. Which part do you want?
It's a longer clip, so start at like 2 minutes and 17 seconds because that's when he starts saying some things because he kind of goes on a rant in the beginning.
Because I don't know what Wax has seen. I know what I've seen.
Yeah, I just seen the part when he was on him and his bodyguard saying that he didn't do it. He was fighting over a gun because of
Yeah, basically, the moral of the story is he's saying that Meg is lying. He flat out said that she was lying. And then he also said he feels like they're still friends.
Yeah.
And this guy is a sicko. And then the security came out and also said that Meg was fighting over the gun with her best friend. So check out Tory Lanez.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, Jordan?
Yeah, like 2:17.
All right.
Loads. Okay, the thing's taking now. Either way, let me you keep going on. I'm gonna insert it because it's taking mad long.
All right, so even though the information came out on his side, because again he was never saying that in the beginning, do you think it did change anybody's minds that he didn't shoot her? Did anybody believe that bodyguard too, or what?
I feel like whoever speaks last is whoever people agree with, and people are weird. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck what the people think. Like, if this nigga shot her, he needs to be in motherfucking jail.
No,
like, and what I don't like is that you got these side motherfuckers that's like, well, the fragments of the bullet was bouncing off of the. What the fuck are y'all talking about? If the nigga was. Right, like you now y'all.
You like T Diddy with these fucking edibles. You gonna kill somebody. With
it's crazy. Y'all been watching Law and Order for 5 years, and now you think that you a fucking forensic scientist. Like
Dexter.
Come on now, Dexter's your go-to. You must have just started watching that.
I like Dexter. Yeah.
But honestly, it's like, listen, if somebody was shooting at your sister and it bounced off of something and hit her in the leg, are you gonna be like, oh well, they didn't shoot her, they shot the ground and then it bounced? Shut the fuck up.
Don't need to play around no gun around my sister.
Yeah, like don't
play around with.
The narrative, if you didn't do it, should just be you didn't do it, nigga. It shouldn't be into detail about, well, if I really did it, how the bullet bounced off of it don't fucking matter.
Come on,
if you
forensics.
That's it. If you
think that is he's on trial, how's he even supposed to be even speaking about this?
I've been confused about that from the beginning of this shit. Like at first I thought they was tricking us as a whole. Like, nigga, is this because you're on Instagram talking about it, you running around like nothing ever happened, laughing and making videos? Like
that's what I'm saying, twerking and everything. I'm like, who got shot?
I'm about to shoot myself if they don't fucking figure this shit out. Like,
go shoot yourself. Go do that. You say you need therapy, right?
Nah, probably or something else. Not about that. I'm not suicidal or anything. I'm just like, it's crazy because it's like, you know, a Black woman should be respected and listened to if she claims somebody did something to her.
1,000%.
That's it. Especially, but now they're making it seem like, well, Meg is dancing, so there's no way you could listen to her. And you're like, she's dancing, now it's just it sucks.
Whoever saying stuff like that is retarded.
And you know what? They're retarded too, because if people knew what she does with them knees, she's on her tippy toes. She's not even on like her whole foot. I'm just saying.
And he said that too. He brought that up too. He was like, she's on her tippy toes dancing. And it's just like, again, what the fuck does that have to do with anything else? Either you did it or you didn't.
Yeah, he's saying you got shot in your foot. Why are you doing all that? And he's trying to say she never got shot. That's what I was confused. Is he saying she never got shot or he didn't shoot her?
This is all I'm saying.
But just because, like, she's healed, obviously. Like, yes, the bullet didn't go necessarily right into her foot. Who gives a fuck? They were shooting at her, though? Were they not? No.
My nigga, I was in a situation where a nigga was, I'm like, let me say this, and a nigga was shooting at somebody else and we was around, right? I could have lost my life too. To this day, my nigga, that nigga don't come around me, fam. Like, I do not never, ever, ever fuck with that person. And he wasn't even trying to shoot me. But guess what? You could have killed me. I don't give a fuck. Like, you knew that we was all around this situation. You knew who was there and you did not give a fuck. You still chose to do whatever. So like, nigga, I don't give a fuck if it bounced off of nothing, nigga. If you shot her or shot at her, you need to go to jail. Like, the fuck is wrong with people? You can't just be out here shooting motherfuckers. And it's a woman. Like, what? I don't care how big he is and small she is. I mean, how small she is and big. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say?
I get it.
That's not justifiable either.
Look at the size, though. She'll fuck him up.
She'll fuck him up, but at the same time, it's like, nigga, so you gonna shoot her, you bitch, you? Like,
nah. Again, listen, hopefully it didn't go down like that, man.
Because you stay trying to fight niggas, though. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you was fighting YKO Cyrus, slap boxing, and y'all niggas thought that shit was funny. So, come on, put him up, nigga. Since you can fight, put him up then. Put him up.
She's too big for him.
Take that. I don't like, though, either they're like, oh, well, you know, she's bigger than him, so it might have been self-defense.
Nah, it's not cool.
But how is it self-defense if they both said they walked out the car? What's the self-defense?
I know the narrative that I kept hearing was that she was trying to leave. So if she's trying to leave, you let that woman go.
Yes.
I don't care how famous, how this, how that, and that's a lesson that everybody should learn listening to this. If somebody is trying to leave away from you, you let them go. Now, if they're drunk and you feel like they're going to harm themselves, well, he said she was drunk, but if you feel like they're going to physically harm themselves, then you take them and get them to shelter, protect them, do something, but you don't shoot them. Yeah. Like, that's not the real. Oh, she was saying that she was going to walk home. We wanted to protect her safety, so we started shooting. Literally, just to let her know that shit could get real out here in these streets. Mm-hmm. Like, and I hate to get so involved, and I try to not talk about this shit, because obviously we don't know what happened. We're not involved. We're not in the situation. But like, if somebody shoot me and motherfuckers is walking around like, well, she might be lying. Like, nigga, Meg better than me, because I probably would have tried to go up on everybody in the world. Like,
yeah. And then a security guard. Listen, if I'm with my peoples and he shoots somebody, I just stay the fuck out the way. I ain't going to sit there and lie for him. Like, bro, you shot a girl. You want me to sit there and say you didn't shoot the girl? I'm get the fuck out the way.
I'm not gonna lie for, with, or anything. I'll just be like, damn, that's crazy.
Way, bro. I get the fuck out there. I'm not gonna say, but if you didn't do it, I would say, yo, he didn't do it. This is the real story. But that's what I'm saying. For the security guard to sit there and say he didn't do it and put himself out there saying he didn't do it, it's kind of like why people trying to go on that side a little bit. See what I'm saying?
But who's the security?
I don't even know this guy.
And this is what I'm saying. And we don't know this guy. And like, we don't even see his face. Like, where's his Instagram? If this is this nigga's security, is he with him all the time? Has he been like, this is what I'm saying. We know Meg's security. We've seen him. He spoke out from his page. And that's my thing. He wasn't there. But like, you just saying, that's like somebody be like, yo, I'm L'Oreal cousin. And she said, and everybody just believing it. It's like, we don't know that nigga either. Like,
yeah, I thought she said the security guard was there too in one of her things.
And then Kelsey, the girl, is speaking out as well, the best friend. But it's like she's speaking in codes, so it's like I don't know what happened. I don't know, and at this point, I hope Meg gets her justice wherever it comes from. Whoever did whatever to her, hopefully, she gets some kind of.
We know she didn't shoot herself. That's what we know. Period.
That we know. And we do know it was a gun, and we do know who is there to an extent.
Well, old boy Trump said the wind probably did it.
The birds and the wind.
The wind killing the birds, the wind is shooting people. That's what probably happened to Meg. So. Well,
I'm also glad that, not glad, I'm tripping. I feel like, what are they hiding this shit for Kylie or some shit? Like, if Kylie's really the shooter and shit.
You know what? I was thinking that because she said the friend was fighting with the Tory and then shot Meg. So was it her?
And Kylie thinks she fake gangster. The other day she put the heel up to her sister's neck and shit.
I seen that.
When they was fighting. So you don't never know what Kylie's capable of. She stole Black Chyna's nigga. She stole Justine Sky's nigga and had a baby with him. She don't care. She be out here pulling cards.
Ain't nothing you could do either.
If Kylie shot her, y'all, I fucking quit. And Tory Lanez is like, he like taking the blame for her because he's like in love or some shit.
Somebody got a little payout to say he did it. That'd be kind of wild, yeah.
Yeah, I just need their lawyers to tell them.
Follow Kylie too, Megan.
That's true. Kris Jenner is like, y'all say any word about this and I'll kill you all. Yes. That's what I really feel like is going on. So they're like, fuck it, let's just say Tory did it.
Yes, Black Lives Matter. You shot a black woman. All that $1 billion is going to. Well, it ain't going nowhere. You got a lot of money.
Kris Jenner, low key, you gotta watch her ass. I don't trust her. Look what happened to Bruce. He turned into a whole woman.
A whole fucking woman on your watch. Like, how you turn to a whole woman on somebody's watch though?
Because somebody shot somebody there too. She like, listen, you know what you got to do, right? She's like, I know, I gotta be a bitch now. Like, I don't know, but anyway. I do want Tory Lanez to stop talking about it though. Yeah. And Meg responded. She said, "This nigga's genuinely crazy." I thought it was crazy when he was like, "I still think we're friends." Because let me tell you something. If I didn't do something and a nigga accused me of the shit to the whole world so that they could ruin my career and shit, and they're making it up, you think I'm gonna say that's still my friend?
Some people are retarded.
That's what I'm saying. Like this, it don't add up. So
I know people who get abused by their friends all the time, though. Like I see their friend always taking advantage of them, and they're like, "Yo, you."
Oh man, that's how you feel about you and Charlamagne. We'll talk to him.
Don't talk to
him. Okay, Cardi B. She's back with Offset like nothing ever happened.
Like nothing ever happened. Mm-hmm. Got her man.
She's also saying she's not in an abusive relationship. She says, my thing is, I hate when people start using certain words too loosely. When y'all start using the word abusive. I'm not in a physical abusive relationship. I'm not in a mentally abusive relationship. I have choices. When me and my nigga are going through some shit, I'm not being tied down in the bedroom. I'm not being harassed with 100 phone calls. If I need a break, I go to my other house. I can fly. I can do whatever I want. She said, I'm going to always get gifts. I'm a rich bitch. Niggas always going to spoil me. I'm going to always get spoiled, even when I'm not with a nigga and when I'm with a nigga. I'm just spoiled. And what y'all want me to do? Not take it? And that's her talking about the Rolls Royce truck. So my only issue with this is I feel like our idea of getting abused as far as like our generation is wrong. I feel like movies has portrayed abuse as something different. So when you're in an abusive relationship, you can't identify it. And I'm not saying Cardi is, but what I'm saying is I've definitely, the situation that I was in that was abusive, I didn't think I was in an abusive relationship. And the nigga was definitely put his hands on me. But the way that I thought, and it's like, I'm not dumb or anything, but the way that I thought abusive relationships was a nigga come home drunk and beat your ass for no reason, just like in a movie. You get what I'm trying to say? I ain't never think like, oh, we get in an argument, we start fighting, and I might have hit him or something, but this nigga beat me the fuck up. I didn't look at that as abuse. I looked at it like, yeah, see, it is abuse. But while I was in the situation, I looked at it like we got in a fight.
Yeah, fight. Yeah, no.
I didn't realize that him putting, like, I knew it wasn't right. But at the same time, I didn't think I was in an abusive relationship, but it was an abusive relationship.
He used his knee, his foot, his fist, his elbow. He headbutt you.
It's abuse.
What the fuck?
It could be financial abuse. It does not have to always be physical.
Mental abuse too. Yeah, it
can be mental.
Yes,
it can be
mental abuse. Yes,
emotional. There's so many different things you could act like to a person. If you don't do this, then I'm not gonna love you. And some people, that will crush them, and they'll start doing things just to please you or whatever the case. So what I would say about Cardi is I think she's kind of misjudging what people are saying. Not in a sense that she's in a physical abusive relationship where she's getting her ass beat, but maybe toxic was a better word for the relationship.
He's abusing his power.
He's abusing the love that y'all have. He's abusing because Offset, and I don't know personally, this is from me reading the blogs and whatever rumors are out there. They said he's been cheating since day one. We know she went to she was going through court for a woman that he cheated with. Excuse me, one woman said he was pregnant. She was pregnant by him. This comes up often. But if she's okay with that, that's her business. That's
her business. That's theirs.
You know what I mean?
I think,
she says she's toxic. She calls herself crazy. Like we don't know what Offset is going through. We're not in these people's business. And that's why sometimes you got to stay out of relationships.
Please. Me and Carla would sit there arguing. And next thing you know, we kissing each other. Be like, Connie, got to stay out of Uncle Tom and Lisa way. Because that's what they's going to do all the fucking time. How many fiends stayed in longer relationships than your parents? You know what I'm saying? Mad people, parents always divorce or go. And these two fiends been together for our whole life.
How many of Cardi's homegirls do you think was like, fuck that nigga, you could do better, go ahead, file for the divorce? And then the next week they was like, black love. Remember they was standing outside the car? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you got to stay out of people's business. Be a shoulder to cry on, but don't save your 2 cents.
Take that. Both of like between her and well, not really that much comparison, but like her and Summer Walker, like why do you even feel like you need to put your stuff on Instagram? Like, you know how you are, so why are you even putting that up?
Summer Walker irks me because she's so talented, yo. She's so talented, but she does all these like, I don't want to use the wrong word because I don't want to like sound like I'm down talking her, because I really am a fan of her music. But like, she makes you low key not want to like her with some of the things that she does outside of music. Like, at first, I get that she's a little different and she suffers from anxiety. But when she first was like, I don't want to be around fans because they give me the creeps and this, that, and the third. I was like, we let that slide and shit. Like, it was a couple things that we gave, but we're like, then she's like, I'm only making one album ever and one tour. And then you get 3 more albums and you're like, this bitch is clearly doesn't stick to her word. So
What's she saying? I don't know what song. Do I supposed to know a
song? Playing games.
Or she remixed the Drake one, didn't it? Was not that was her, right?
What Drake one?
All girls just want to have.
Girls Need Love.
Girls Need Love. There we go. Girls Need Love too.
Is that her record? Or is that? What do you mean she remixed it?
Like instead of
Drake was on
she
the
made
remix.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, Drake was on the remix,
song,
but this it's her
remix.
song. It's not Drake's song. Yeah.
Okay.
So she has a bunch of records. If you heard them, you would be like, okay, I know who she is.
Always. I'm just horrible with names. Y'all know that.
But she's a newer artist, and like she was the first person I ever seen that really came out and was like, I have anxiety, so I don't want to be around fans. And that shit was just weird because it was like she also was a stripper once upon a time. So it was like, wait, so the niggas that was making it rain was okay, but the people, it just was weird to me. So, and I just chalked it up to like, this is what we're dealing with nowadays. Like there's a lot of different kind of artists, you know what I mean? The things that like we've never seen before, like artists coming out saying they have mental health problems. You know, we didn't see that before, you know, when we were a little younger or whatever. But, you know, that's the way of the world today. People are being open and honest about their issues and their problems, which is great because it can help other people that are going through the same thing. But then it starts to get to a point where now it's like jeopardizing their career, because now you start to judge them based on things that have nothing to do with how you even know them. And it's like, sometimes I don't want to hear about this stuff with these artists, but they put it out there. Yeah. And it's like, and then they'll get mad if you ask questions about it. But it's like, girl, you put on here that you're single 6 times. You put, it's the disappointment for me. So like, I want to know what it is. And then the next week, it's like, I love him so much. He'll be my husband and I'll never let him go.
You know, I'm happy for it. Like I told you, this is one of my relationships that I look at. You know what I'm saying? I look at Will and Jada. I look at the Swiss Beats. I look at John Legend and his wife. I look at
none of those people have the same issues that what we just talking about.
No, I'm just saying. These one of my people was in like Black Love. I look at Cardi and Offset, and I'm like, this is what we need. This is how we going to. So if they break up, I'm like, my shit might be fucked up, because I look at these people are like having great love, like Will and Jada. That's crazy.
But that's not what you should. I don't know. Like your goals of love should be like what is what you and your partner consider it to be. Because Will and Jada got all kind of entanglements. She done slept with her son's friend. And
what? No, I don't want that.
Well, you said that that's the example of Black love. Like, to me, if I had to pick anybody's relationship to be after, it's going to be the Obamas. Like,
oh, yeah, the Obamas, the Envy, the Charlamagne.
Take her, but you.
But they've had issues too. Exactly. And they've opened about that, about cheating. Yes, both Envy and Charlamagne have opened up about cheating before and stuff like that. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
But also, on top of that, people have a problem looking too much into a still picture on Instagram, like, oh, relationship goals, and act like that's the whole relationship. And that's not what it is.
Oh, he bought her a Birkin bag. That's the best boyfriend. And it's like,
you see her truck. Nah,
the Birkin was fake. I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but that's how it be. It'd be like the Birkin's fake. This nigga just fucked the girl right before he pulled up on her. They didn't leave together. Like, it'd be all kind of shit. You know what I mean? So your goals should be whatever your goals is that you set for yourself, not what you look at other people and what they do.
Don't look at other people.
Am I about to sit here and lie, act like I ain't never say I was leaving a nigga alone and never talking to him again? I just said that about somebody, and I was like, I'm not talking to this nigga no more. And then he texted me and gave an excuse that I felt like was acceptable, and I'm like, oh, why not? I'm bored. And that's really how it goes. Like, I'm not gonna, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna come at Summer Walker for taking a nigga back. But let me tell y'all something. I'm telling y'all this just because we talking about it. But if we wasn't talking about that, you think I would go on Instagram and be like, this nigga trying to be funny and no, because people love to see you miserable. So Summer Walker, my advice to her, not that she asked, but if you keep putting yourself in these situations, don't be upset when people are talking about your relationship. Don't be upset when people are asking questions or trying your man, because you're leaving it out there for people to, I'm single, I'm not single, I'm mad, I'm not mad, he treats me like shit, he got a baby in the way. Like, okay, now we know everything. So if a bitch did want to swoop in, what does she got to do? The opposite of what you're doing. Don't complain about shit. Act like that shit ain't happening. You get what I'm saying? Like,
or her pants down, leave with her pussy, and he's gonna go for therapy. Other girls' pussy is therapy when y'all going through things.
And then when she can use that against you, like, cause she'll turn around and be like, "Damn, I hate when people are crazy and try to put all their business on social media." Now she brainwashing your nigga behind your back using your own shit.
Ouch.
Like,
and she right. Ouch. Stay out the way, ladies.
Just
please.
keep y'all shit off of social media, man.
Yes.
Like, and we won't ask and we won't know. Like, it's just simple as that. Like, and if you do want your business, because I'm not saying hide your relationship either, but hide the problems in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put the problems out there for the world to see. Who the fuck just comes out and just like, imagine if I came on my show every morning like, good morning, my stomach hurt, shit fucked up. Da, da, da. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, B. Like, nobody wants to hear that. People really want to hear positivity and stuff like that. So
you got to tell
it saves everybody. It saves us from being miserable, reading your miserable shit.
Yes.
And it saves you from looking stupid when you take the nigga back next week or tomorrow.
I knew it was going to happen. I said, you know what? That's the type of love that I strive to have. I know they got stronger because, of course, my girl always want to leave me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I come back.
I mean, within reason. Sometimes I want to leave the show because of you.
F you too.
Okay. All right. So let's get into who's on drugs. Who's on drugs? Who's on drugs? Boo, boo, boo.
I love this part.
Oh, okay. So we're going to talk about going through people's phones.
I mean, it's up to you. Or did you want, there's another one under it.
I kind of like that. Is it okay to go through somebody's phone?
Because I got comments, I put it up, and they were like, yep, and if I see that she's guilty, I'm flipping the casket over.
Let's do it, because people, but see, this is my thing. People say that, but like, if you ever get into a situation and you lost a person, is that going to be the first thing on your mind?
Yeah.
You get hurt from one thing, you want to let it go.
Introduce it in, and then I'm about to add someone in now.
I thought we just said we about to get into who's on drugs.
No, like the topic.
So is that going to be the topic?
We could also do with the email with like you talking to somebody and you realize they fucking the same guy you are. What do you do? Because that happened to me, and like I was just like,
Smith,
what do I do? So you didn't say anything,
Smith. Excuse me,
because it is awkward though. It's like, what are you supposed to say?
I'm saying
I was horrified. Like I genuinely was just like,
right, so
he's not talking about. Okay.
All right, so I think that, all right, we're going to have two topics, and you just go weigh in on whatever the fuck you want. You know we a dysfunctional show over here, and we talked about so much this episode. So it's going to be, would you go through your partner's phone after they pass away? And then we have another extra one, just in case you can't touch that one. And that is, has anybody ever come to you about somebody that they were dating or fucking, and you were actually messing with the same person?
Because you want to be in private.
James looks like he's one of those people.
You're a private guy, bro. You're a private guy.
Or it might have even happened to you. You might have told somebody about a relationship. They might have been fucking the person and they stayed quiet. What's going on, James?
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm a private person. I can take it to the grave. It wouldn't bother me at all. I would have did it. I wouldn't have said a word, and I probably would have acted shocked and been like, "Come on, brother."
So like if the person is telling you, like, say they don't know you mess with this person, and they're just like, yo, you remember Sarah from such and such and such, and you like, yeah, yo, I'm fucking her now, but you know good and damn well you just came from dropping Sarah off some dick.
Yeah, I would personally, I mean, it's probably trifling, but he using this to my advantage because now I know when to avoid him. So I'll be like, man, where's Sarah at now? You know what I'm saying? Okay, she's doing this, so go ahead and do this. And so I know when to avoid him. So technically, he's just telling me how not to get caught, really. So it's kind of like we looking out for each other because we're not ruining the friendship. And then I'm also not like getting caught. So
a lot of guys won't look at it like that, but I like that. That's how you're supposed to look at it.
That's crazy.
You're already doing something trifling, so you might as well.
But is it trifling? But how is it trifling?
I mean, you messing with somebody that you already know that they messing with, unless
no, you don't know. Okay, so the situation was it's an email that we got. The situation was a girl started dealing with a guy at her job. He said that, you know, he didn't mess with anybody else, and he didn't at the time. So they started fooling around. She didn't want nobody to know, so they kept it low. She stopped working at the job. Now the guy is still there. Her friend starts working there, and he starts hitting on the friend. But they don't have anything serious, so she's not thinking nothing of it, and the friend has a boyfriend. Eventually, he ends up fucking the friend. So now she's sitting there quiet because she never told her we're fucking because it was supposed to be a secret. You know what I mean? She wasn't being trifling. She just was keeping her business to herself. And now
that's trifling.
Yeah, now they're both fucking the same guy, and it's really too late to say anything because she ain't say anything in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you might as well keep it up. Once you find out, I mean, you at this point, you either gonna ruin it or not. Take it to the grave.
Y'all grimy. So would y'all keep sleeping with the person? Oh, yes.
Me personally, no, I wouldn't do that. I just feel like the lie would be too much to keep up for to get caught slipping. And at that point, if I didn't know prior and I did it, I can't change the past. But if I know and keep doing it going forward, then I'm trifling at that point because I knew.
But I also feel like the person will feel away that like you did all that. Like say they do eventually find out you fuck around. Yeah, y'all fucked around. Even if you cut it off, I feel like that person still shouldn't trust you because you didn't say anything.
Yeah, she valid to not trust me, but I mean, I personally feel that people say they prefer the truth, but they can't handle the truth.
Right.
So even if I would have told her once I found out, I personally think that the damage would have been irreconcilable either way. So I might as well continue the friendship if I'm going to stop it as long as I can, because I feel like the damage is not going to repair itself either way. She's not going to trust me anyway. So
basically, you're saying Smith is grimy.
Smith.
Yes.
Jesus, Smith. All right, but bro, say if you do marry the girl and she die and you go through her phone.
Damn.
And you go through her phone and you see a bunch of text messages, she's fucking somebody else. What would you do?
I have to die too and go handle that up in heaven. You're not about to leave me here with this drama.
But y'all got kids together.
3 kids.
Man, look. Hey, they got it. LeBron, no, I'm playing. 3 kids. They coming with me. I guess we gonna do some family affair.
Oh my God. We might not get to talk to you no more.
Wait a minute, hold on. Maybe he understand what I said, L'Oreal. Explain.
I think he understood. He said he's gonna kill himself and the kids.
I'm saying jokingly, like I can't address it. As far as the kids, I mean, she seemed like she getting off scot-free. She can't answer for none of the things she did.
She's dead.
Exactly. I got 3 kids to handle, and now I got trust issues. So now I don't need to trust nobody to be a stepmom.
All right, but the guy is still living.
Damn.
You got the number in the text message. Do you contact the guy?
I don't ever address nothing with I don't ever address nothing with the person being in the incident. I address it with the person that did it. Because what he gonna do?
He ain't got no loyalty to y'all, so you're right.
Exactly. He don't know me. But the person I trusted was supposed to be.
There you go.
But I don't want no kids gone. I want to get that off because I don't want no kids gone. Let the kids live.
Okay, good. That was scary.
Listen, would you get the DNA test because you don't know?
No, because at this point I'm attached to the kids. I mean, and they ain't got no kids.
Thank you. Exactly.
They said the same thing.
Wax is a piece of shit. He would just abandon the kids.
No, I still want to know though.
Let's add young Coles into the situation. Now, if you was to be in a relationship and the person passed away, would you go through their phone?
No.
Come on.
I mean, that's just, evidently I trusted you while we were together in the relationships. So, I mean, it's not really a point for me to go through your phone. And if anything, in the relationships that I've been, I know everything that's going on with you anyway. So I'm not going to feel compelled to want to do that.
But what if somebody came up to you at the funeral and was like, there's some things you don't know, I would check the phone.
Okay, then I'm going to check the phone. That's different. Now you've introduced something. I'm like, okay, well, let me check it out. But honestly, depending on, I may not do it like the week of the funeral or the week after. It'll probably be like a month or so to come across my mind. I'll be like, I'm going to check that out. Because, I got to grieve.
Right. And then if you find something out and like, say you found out that the person was cheating on you the whole entire relationship.
I'm going to be tight. But I'm going to also be like, damn, they're a good liar. That was messed up.
So you wouldn't confront, would you confront the person though?
I guess depending on the ramifications of the cheating, like if it seems like it was a one-night stand, I'm not going to be upset about that. Sometimes you have urges, and that doesn't mean there was an emotional connection. But if I see it was something if I see something I was like, oh dang, y'all had an emotional attachment, I'm gonna be tight. So I'm gonna go run up on the person like, what was that all about?
You will though?
Ouch.
Yeah.
But what is that gonna do for you?
I would come to peace with it to see why the emotional attachment happened, and then I would probably analyze where were we at in that point for you to do that. So,
what if they like, yo, you fine too? You know, I don't mind fucking with you instead of her.
Damn, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, listen, you kind of get them back. You kind of get them back right then and there.
I guess I could, depending on how fine that person looked too.
Yo, y'all niggas is crazy.
It's 2020. The world fucked up anyway, you know?
Yeah. I thought it was getting better. I said if wax can get better, the world's supposed to be getting better. The world ain't getting better. It's just me.
No, we all got to grow at our different time frames. And right now, it ain't the other person's time.
Jesus.
Wow. Are you in a relationship right now?
I am in a relationship.
Bless.
Well, tell us what's going on. You got some drama that you might need some help with?
No, not at all. No drama. Just a lot of love and happiness, to be honest.
Peace, man.
That's the first time we've heard that in a while.
No, that's great, man.
How do you stay peaceful in a relationship when there's so many distractions nowadays?
Transparency. You know, just being completely honest with one another. Like, prime example, we had some friends over, and I could tell that there might have been some sexual attraction between me and a young lady. And this couple is in a open marriage, and I knew that the young lady probably wanted to kiss me or something of that sort. But you know, I told my girl about it, and she was, you know, pretty happy that I was like, yeah, I felt a connection. Now we're too new in our relationship to have all of that, but she was like, you know, in the future, just let me know, you know, and if I'm cool with it and you cool with it, you could do what you need to do. So the fact that they were open with one another, we can have that type of fluidness in our relationship.
Have you ever been in an open relationship before?
Yes, I have, and it was very trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was like, go ahead.
Well, she was most definitely a bisexual woman, and it was tough on me to see her go on dates with dudes, and I'd be like, you know, I want to take you out, but then she would tell me, like, you know, you're a woman and this is a man, and you guys provide two different things for me, and it hurt my ego. I'm like, you getting digged down. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I can't provide satisfaction. She was like, what's different? So it really hurt me.
Oh, man. So did you call it off, like, because of that?
Yeah, it got to the point, we was together for almost 10 years, and I was just like, yeah, I got to step away. You hurted me.
Yeah, you hit my ass up too much. Fuck
Wait, take that. It didn't start as an open relationship, did it?
It did. She was upfront with me from day one. She was like, you know, I like you, but, you know, I love men just as much as I love, you know, pussy. And I was like, that's real. And she was like, you know, I'm going to date you, but I'm also going to be seeking a man. And at the time, it was no guy involved, so I was cool. And it probably wasn't until like year 4, and dudes started coming around. I was like, nah, this ain't cool.
Did you have dildos? I mean, the strap on.
Did they know about you?
Okay, so they all knew about me, and it depended on where we were at in our relationship. As far as the dildos, like this, what fucked my ego up. She told me I could not fuck a lie, and she considered the dick a lie. So she's like, I can have real dick. Why would I fuck a fake one? And I was like, oh. So
you never had a strap on. So I know you trying one day and was like, damn, I still can't get it.
Yeah, she wouldn't let me. She was like, man, you might as well take that back. I'm not letting you do that. I was like,
what? Oh, you must have really liked her because you stayed through all that. Now that's an abusive relationship.
You stuck around. That's one of the abusive relationships like we said earlier. It's not all about hitting and stuff like that.
Do you still speak to this woman?
We are building our friendship back because she's a good person. And
she's not a good person, FYI.
No,
she told the truth.
But that's so mean, I feel like.
She told her the truth. She kept it real with her.
But she dragged you along still.
No, she didn't, because she always told me from day one.
Yeah. There you go.
She always told the guys about me. You know, we lived together. Like, even before, like, if she would see that guy, she'd be like, this is my woman, but this is what we do. So it was
but you were also forming into what she liked, and it wasn't nothing about what you liked. It was this is what I want, and me. She didn't even think about you in the whole situation.
Sometimes she did. She bought you stuff, and she like.
No, you don't know that. Why are you just making shit up?
What did she do for you to make you want to stay? Because
she was a good woman. She was good. She cooked for me. She kept the house clean. She listened to me. She was a great listener. You know, she helped me grow into everything that I could account for who I am today, as far like the best qualities in me that molded me. She most definitely helped me out with that. So I'll never drag her, but it was my own.
Because you agreed to it.
Yeah, you know, it was my fault. So it's not totally on her. And I think growth comes when you can accept, like, you know, I could have been left. And she could have told me, like, if this is not what you want, you can leave. So
yeah,
I give her mad respect for that.
James, you ever been in an open relationship?
It sound like cocaine.
Yeah, I've been in open ones before. I was gonna say, I didn't think that was really, she did anything wrong if she was upfront and she decided to still continue with it. If she laid the parameters out there for her and she decided to be like, okay, cool, we're gonna be this, I'm still gonna get to dudes at a certain
But she
point.
was getting hurt. So nobody sees nothing wrong with the fact that you were hurting?
Yeah, but she could have walked away though.
But she could have walked away.
Yes.
Because I mean, she had that option. I mean, because I think if you get into somebody and they lay out the parameters and you still want more, but you stick with it, I think you stand with them for the possibility that maybe they'll change or see your way. But if you were given the what was gonna happen from the get-go, I don't think she hurt her. I think she hurt it herself because she told you what she was gonna do. So I don't get how she hurt you if you knew what you was getting into when you signed up for it. I think it's more hurt of the expectation.
I can see that, but it's kind of, to me, I looked at it like she had her cake and was eating it too.
Yeah,
and like,
knew that.
Yeah, but just because you tell somebody, like, I feel like that's how my ex felt. Like, well, I was honest with you, so you shouldn't be mad at me. No, nigga, like, you still did some bullshit. Like, it don't matter. Like, it matters if you told me, yes, we can get past it together, maybe, if, like, I'm okay with it. But, like, I think to just assume that, like, people should form, no matter if they had a conversation with you or not, you got to be sympathetic to people's feelings and emotions too. Like how you're sitting there like, okay, I understand this is what you like. So it's a compromise. I don't think that it should be like, I'm not fucking no fake dick and da-da-da-da. Like, to me, but if she knows that that's what you like and whatever, you don't like a bitch fucking niggas, but you okay with it because you love her. So
Did you ever smash somebody else?
It's like taking advantage.
Yeah.
You did smash other girls with that fucking dick she didn't want you to? You took that shit out on them.
I'm not an advocate for dildos, to be honest. Like, you know, I feel like I can satisfy you with everything that I have. You know, if that's what you want, we could do that. But I'm just not like, yo, let me get a dick. No, I don't really need that. But I will say this, like, most definitely she gave me opportunity to be like, look, this is what I want. I can give you what you want to a certain extent. But you have the opportunity to leave. And I had every chance to, but I was just so enamored by her, you know, and it fucked me up until I was able to see, like, oh, I'm not being satisfied. I really need to dip out, because ultimately I was trying to change her.
Okay.
Even though she told me who she was gonna be.
You know? Yeah.
Did you not go to other dudes while my fault. Did you not go to other girls while she was going to other dudes? Like, once you see she was gonna do her own thing, did you not keep your own like your own little rotation as well?
Well, it wasn't like that. I was truly committed to her. It wasn't until like one day, like, she ended up like leaving out the country with a guy. And during that time, I was like, yo, I'm about to go, like, I'm buck wilding, you know, calling my homeboys, and we doing whatever we need to do to go satisfy those urges. So that was the only time, but I was
You was having sex with guys?
No, she's saying she's gonna call them to, like, go out, right?
That's true too, but I am a very open-minded woman. You know, the right amount of tequila can make something happen. But for the most part, I love women.
Right.
No doubt.
So what about if she came home pregnant?
Oh, that's happened too.
Oh, you went through it. That
you just got and told that you ain't have no stories, and this might be the juiciest shit I've heard since Bully and the Beast started.
Yo, you strong, man. She made you a strong woman, yo.
Yeah, she did. Let's hear this.
For sure. She taught me how to sacrifice to the point where
you killed the baby.
That was her decision, you know, her choice.
No, I just said that because you said sacrifice, and I felt I didn't think that it really happened. So that was like a bad joke. Yeah, it's a bad joke at the end of it. So sorry.
Y'all killed me for it. I was about to say, damn.
He was like, get her too, get her. Get her.
Ouch.
Okay, so
she wasn't ready for a kid, so that was up to her. You know, she knew where she was at in her life, and she was like, nah, I don't want to do that, especially with that particular person. They weren't stepping up. But
but she let them fuck her raw.
Exactly. I'm about to say, like,
hey, you know, I can't speak on that.
Two mommies. It was gonna be two mommies and a daddy. Wow.
Well, he wasn't gonna be around no way. So this was gonna be two mommies. But honestly, I was like, I ain't like the dude from Jump, but I knew he wasn't shit. So.
But what if he was a good dude? What if he was a good dude and he sit there and was like two mommies and a daddy? And would you be cool with that?
Yeah, that's dope. It takes a village to raise an amazing being. So that kid would have been like really dope.
See, I think what would have bothered me is the fact that like I'm sitting here loving you and giving you everything you need, and you fucking with niggas that'll bail on you when you get pregnant.
Yeah, you gotta be
That's
more
true, and that's where we got into our rocky roads.
Yeah.
Right, because it's like, it's one thing to have an open relationship where y'all are agreeing on things, but then you're doing things that's ultimately going to affect me. So if you do have a baby, now this is what going to be our child, because we're in a real relationship, and that shit that you got going on over there is just like fuck buddies. So it's like you're taking serious steps into our relationship, or you're bringing serious things into our relationship. That would have been the straw that broke my back. Even if like, you know, that there were things that we spoke about and everything, it's cool. But like, now you expect me to raise this bastard child and like, with all these men that you're just running around with, like, so the nigga could take you out the country, but he can't take care of his baby. The nigga ain't even here. You running to me for some advice. And you definitely learn strength, but I would say the strength to not be in a fucked up relationship, because regardless of if she's a good person, she wasn't a good girlfriend. And I don't care how much she was open and honest to you, she still did some fuck shit.
Well, we gotta give her some points for being open and honest.
Yeah, you can be open and honest about cheating. That doesn't mean you're not a cheating piece of shit.
Did you ever think about when she got pregnant? You be like, shit, I should go get pregnant then. You ain't never seen that line to her?
No,
that's not a competition like that. Come on.
No, that was never on my mind.
Thank you.
Y'all both gonna end up the losers. Like, what the fuck?
Like, motherfucker, I go get pregnant too, motherfucker.
Nah.
T Diddy wanted to talk about naked bitches. I don't know what this is.
No, we don't gotta talk about it.
Oh, okay. So
she always wait to get to her naked. What's wrong with her?
Yeah, I know. She just had it up there like naked bitches, 10,000 of them. And
hold on. Oh, she trying to throw a shot at Miss Lady over there. She said she in a relationship already.
I'm in a relationship too, Wax. Shut the fuck up.
I know, but then you say you're in a relationship right now too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, T Diddy.
What about James? You in a relationship?
He in the army. He got married relationships.
Is that true?
No, I'm in the Navy, but no, I ain't got mad relationships. I got one.
But is it like easier for a man like that's in the Navy or Army or something like that to cheat?
Oh, it's definitely easier because you rotate so many spots, or people rotate in and out. So, like, perfect example, like where I'm at, I'm here for 3 years. Most people either coming and going as I come. So, and then with the military, you speed up your relationships a lot of the time because you know it's on a quicker time frame. So it's easier to cheat because somebody always gonna be gone, and it's easier to have plot points. I guess that's the word I'm gonna use, because you always got somebody stationed somewhere else. So I mean, oh yeah, I'm gonna go visit this person. They don't know you got somebody stationed over there, and you got ass kind of globally.
Okay, so being in a relationship though, and being away for 3 years, is that a conversation that is like, all right, I know I'm gonna see you here and there, but I'm not gonna be able to be here like this. So you do what you're doing, just be safe and come back home to me. Is it that ever?
I wouldn't even do that. I just feel like that's kind of selfish. I want to go do what I want to do, and then I want to come back home to you and act like you can't really do nothing. So if I know I'm gonna be somewhere to where I can't honestly trust myself not to get mad at you and do some dumb shit, I'd rather just you.
Breaking up.
Oh, the Navy got bad service.
Yeah, bro. That's the Air Force, he said, though.
Wait, we missed it. What'd you say?
He definitely said the Navy.
Oh, yeah, Navy. Oh, the Navy.
Okay, so your phone just went out. So you say you think that that's selfish and what?
Oh, I said I think it's selfish just to kind of hold somebody captive and be like, hey, I'm coming back for 3 years. And like, I would rather just kind of like let them be free. Like, I don't need to hold me like I'm on a jail cell or something like that.
Yeah.
When you got opportunities to go do something like that, I kind of feel like I'm holding your emotions and stuff captive, and I might not even come back the same in 3 years. You might not even be the same person I left in 3 years.
So who are you dating? Do they live where you live? Like, how does that work?
They live where I live.
Oh, okay. So when you're gone, then that's it. Relationship done.
No, she long term.
Okay.
So we go to the same place.
Okay. So when you move, she moved.
Yeah, basically.
When I move, you move. Just like
do y'all? Okay, we talked about this earlier. So do y'all feel like when you move in with somebody, do you feel like that's when you really get to know them, or you find out more things about them that you didn't know? Or like, cause like y'all both live with somebody or have lived with somebody. Did you find out some ugly truths that you wasn't aware of when you moved in with the person?
I know I did. Sure.
I didn't find out when I moved in with him. I found out when like real shit happened. That's when I found out more than just living with them. Because I feel like I didn't find out the simple things because everybody's on their best behavior. But when a phone call or this turn, then that's when it really came out. And that was like 2 years in of living with them.
Whoa, after 2 years of living with them, you didn't know certain things until then.
Correct.
Oh yeah, listen, man. It'd be so many things. Like me, it's a year and a half in, right? And I go into the bathroom the other day and I lift up the toilet seat.
I don't even want to.
And I see doodle. That is like, what the fuck is this, baby?
She didn't flush the toilet?
She forgot to flush the toilet.
Ah!
So that's what I'm saying. So you live with somebody for years. And then for me to go kiss her after that, like, that's real love. That's how you know you really love. That's a big
I would die if I lifted up the toilet seat and see shit.
Yo, did y'all ever see, nobody here seen nobody, y'all girls, y'all guys poop?
You seen it? Mm-hmm. Like the physical shit, like she forgot to flush?
Yeah, she was really drunk and fucked up and like passed out. And I was like, damn, babe, you really forgot to flush, but that's all right.